So in this presentation, I give the overview of my project, and the project is to live forever young and the longevity breakthrough for the galactic future of humans. So please, this overview is quite bulky and it will take time for me even to read it, and so I propose you download the presentation as PDF file from the link in the description. Read yourself because it will give you more information, more understanding about my goals. But okay, if you have time, you can follow me. I will give some more comments on the text. Okay, let's go. So in a world facing unprecedented challenges, from generational imbalances to environmental degradation, the need for radical solution has never been more urgent. Imagine a future where humans not only survive but thrive for centuries, exploring distant planets and stars. This is a bold vision of our project, actually it's my project, to extend the human lifespan to a few hundred years and beyond, maybe forever, to live forever young, unlocking untold potential for progress and prosperity. As a step towards this future, we propose a longer, healthier, and more productive life for elderly people to live maybe a few hundred years or maybe 120 years. It's up to you. Not many people want to live forever young. The current state of affairs is grim. Retired generations strain pension funds and the healthcare systems, while younger generations struggle under the weight of the high taxes and limited opportunities. Immigration, once seen as a solution, has only added complexity to the issue. We are at the crossroads, with the traditional solution proving inadequate for the challenges we face. But there is a hope. By harvesting the power of critical thinking and science, we can overcome these obstacles. Nature provides numerous examples of the extreme longevity of some animals without any genetic engineering or magic pills. This project focuses on dietary and lifestyle interventions that have the potential to radically slow down the aging process and even rejuvenate our bodies. From avoiding plant-based foods to intermittent hypoxia and regular physical activity, these interventions offer a path to a healthier, longer, and more productive life. We don't promote any expensive pills or procedures. Anyone in the world may benefit from the results of our research. Our ambitious goal is a radical lifespan extension up to a few hundred or eventually to 1,000 years or maybe forever. The benefits of participation in our project go far beyond the personal longevity, and they open up new possibilities for innovation, human advancement, and space exploration. By embracing these possibilities, we can not only secure our future on Earth, but also reach for other planets and stars. We also believe that our new technologies like artificial intelligence and robotics will contribute to our future. Join us on this journey to redefine what it means to be human. Okay, let's go. Again, this our vision, why we can do it. The human body consists of trillions of specialized cells that combine to form tissues, organs, and organ systems, creating a complex and organized structure. With over 200 different types, each cell has a unique structure and function. Muscle cells contract for movement, nerve cells transmit signals, and skin cells provide a barrier, among other functions. Bones, cartilage, tendons, and ligaments create a strong framework supporting the body, protecting organs, and allowing movements. The space between cells is filled with a complex network of molecules and fibers called the extracellular matrix, mainly composed of collagen and elastin fibers, providing structural support, facilitating cell communication, and influencing various cellular function. Cells form tissues, tissues form organs, and organs work together in organ systems to perform complex functions. The body can maintain homeostasis, a relatively constant internal environment, through various physiological processes. The immune system and stem cells work in coordination to maintain healthy organs and tissues, actually like forever. The immune system eliminates threats and removes damaged cells, while stem cells provide a reservoir for cell renewal and repair. Immune cells and stem cells migrate through the blood, lymph system, and gaps in the extracellular matrix to maintain organ and tissue function and eliminate pathogens and viruses, as well as damaged and dysfunctional cells. The immune system primary function is to defend against pathogens like bacteria, viruses, and parasites through various mechanisms. Some immune cells recognize and eliminate foreign invaders, while others attack and destroy pathogens. Additionally, the immune system can identify and remove malfunctioning and damaged cells within the body, as well as neutralize toxins produced by pathogens. Most pathogens and toxins enter the body through the gastrointestinal tract, where 70 or up to even 80% of the body immune cells reside. Immune cells are primarily produced from stem cells in the bone marrow and thymus. Stem cells are unspecialized cells with the potential to develop into various specialized stem cells. The gastrointestinal tract play a central role in immune defense, housing a large portion of the body immune cells and the trillions of bacteria residing in the gut, so it is called microbiome. The gut-associated lymphoid tissue, which makes up a significant portion of the immune system, protects against harmful pathogens ingested through food and water. The diet significantly influences the composition of the microbiome in infants and also in elderly people. Microbial colonization of the gut begins at birth and continues through the breastfeeding and exposure to the environment. Breast milk provides beneficial bacteria, so-called probiotics, and prebiotics. Prebiotics is food for bacteria to support immune system development. Dramatic changes in bacterial populations occur with introduction of solid foods and exposure to different environments. This leads to an increase in the diversity of the gut microbiome. In older adults, the reduced acidity of gastric juice and compromised enzyme production for protein digestion can lead to an overgrowth of pathogens in the colon. This overgrowth can result in the production of toxins and ammonia, leading to inflammation and disruption of the epithelium layer in the colon. This disruption allows pathogen, toxins, and foreign proteins to enter the bloodstream, triggering an immune response that can lead to inflammation and autoimmune diseases. The proper diet with easily digestible proteins from dairy products and eggs, as well as supplementation with substantial amino acids and some maybe other amino acids which are not substantial, is important. Also, oral supplementation of beneficial bacteria, which called probiotics, and food for these bacteria, prebiotics, may help to shorten the gut transition times and avoid leaky gut syndrome. This is a description of the leaky gut. Similar to the skin, the lining of the gastrointestinal tract is in direct contact with outside environment, including food and microbes. One of the important roles of the epithelium layer of skin and intestine is to suppress the entry of any pathogenic bacteria and the microorganism to the inside of our bodies. The lactic acid bacteria may be used to enhance protective barriers in the epithelium layers. Oral administration of lactic acid bacteria has been reported to inhibit the development of atopic diseases and have therapeutic effects in patients with psoriasis. So lactic acid can be applied both with food and also as topical treatment. Additionally, the topical application of lactic acid is effective for improving the skin elasticity caused by environment damage and aging. It is known that the Queen of Egypt, Cleopatra, based in sour goat and donkey milk for beauty benefits. So it is, this knowledge is even thousands, millenniums old. The changes in the gut microbiome and in adulthood can potentially be related to a reduction of elastin fiber production in adulthood and to an increase in elastic fiber destruction. Also, the direct mechanisms are not yet fully understood. While aging itself is not a direct cause of an increase in pathogens in the gut microbiome, the age-related reduction in the stomach acid production and digestive enzymes can create an environment in the gut that is more hospitable to pathogenic bacteria. The gut microbiome plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health, including the content of elastin fibers in connective tissues and chronic low-grade inflammation. Inflammation it is known to contribute to the breakdown of elastin fibers and can impair the production of new elastin fibers. Some pathogenic bacteria in the gut can produce toxins that may directly or indirectly impact the elasticity of connective tissues and skin. However, maintaining a healthy gut microbiome through a carnivore diet, intake of probiotics and prebiotics, regular exercise, and adequate hydration may help support health of the elastin fibers and other connective tissues. Recommended prebiotics are water-soluble carbohydrates such as fructooligosaccharides, galacto-oligosaccharides, gum-acacia, and inulin. Resistant starches from potatoes and cassava, as well as powder of chitin from insects and mushrooms, can also be used as prebiotics. Yet more research is necessary to find the best combination of probiotics and prebiotics. There are 5 types of stem cells: totipotent or omnipotent stem cells. We start our life from these totipotent stem cells. Pluripotent stem cells, multipotent stem cells, and oligopotent stem cells, and eventually unipotent stem cells. Multipotent cells are mostly located in thymus and bone marrow, found in the center of the bones. Bone marrow has 2 main types: red marrow, which mostly produces blood and immune cells, and yellow marrow, primarily composed of fat cells. Aging and obesity ignite the gradual replacement of functional cells in the thymus and bone marrow with fat cells. Pardon. Meanwhile, stem cells can become less functional and senescent with age, leading to a state where cells stop dividing but don't die properly, potentially causing inflammation and tissue damage. Collagen fibers, the most abundant protein in the body, provide strength and structure, while elastin fibers offer elasticity, allowing tissue to stretch and recoil. As we age, the extracellular matrix becomes stiffer due to the destruction of elastin fibers and a decline in the elastin fiber production, and increased cross-linking of collagen fibers by sugars, making the extracellular matrix stiffer and less flexible and less elastic. Stiffer extracellular matrix can hinder cell communication, organ function, and the migration of immune and stem cells, negatively impacting the body function and regeneration and tissue repair mechanisms. The stiffening of the extracellular matrix is implicated in various age-related diseases such as osteoarthritis, fibrosis, and cardiovascular diseases. Ongoing research is focused on inhibiting collagen and elastin fiber cross-linking and stimulating elastin production. I believe that primary causes of aging include several key factors. One significant factor is the stiffening of the extracellular matrix, as described now, and all tissues, stiffening of extracellular matrix, but again also all tissues, particularly blood vessels over time. Stiffened arteries and arterioles lose elasticity, impairing the ability to dilate and constrict properly, and so it is resulting in reducing oxygen delivery to tissues. Elastin provides elasticity to blood vessels. The inability to produce new elastin fibers in adulthood and the replacement of elastin by stiffer collagen fibers are underlying causes of vascular stiffening. Also, factors such as glycation of collagen fibers and calcification of blood and lymph vessels contribute to vascular stiffening. The increased stiffness of blood vessels can lead to endothelium dysfunction and failure to grow new blood vessels. Vascular stiffening and its consequences for accumulation of senescent cells, chronic inflammation, and tissue aging can be reduced by preventing, repairing, and slowing down the breakdown of elastin fibers. Unfortunately, there are not any proven medications, therapies, and supplements that have been shown to directly increase the synthesis of new elastin fibers in older people. The production of elastin fibers decreases dramatically after puberty and continues to be a key obstacle in the field of regenerative medicine. However, nonetheless, a few promising strategies and substances are being researched that might assist in maintaining or raising the body elastin levels. The goal of ongoing research is to create safe and practical methods for boosting elastin levels and enhancing vascular elasticity as we age, and this includes a number of methods. So first, we have to consider oxidative stress is a major contributor to elastin degradation. So antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E may help protect existing elastin fibers from oxidative damage. Next, copper is a cofactor for lysine oxidase NAZ enzyme, essential for cross-linking elastin fibers, because and some studies suggest copper supplementation may enhance elastin stability. Elevated blood glucose level can lead to the formation of advanced glycation end products, which can cross-link and damage elastin fibers. Maintaining low levels of glucose in the blood may help preserve elastin integrity. Lifestyle factors like regular endurance exercise, a ketogenic diet, and avoiding pollutants in the air can help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, which contribute to elastin degradation. As people age, they may produce lesser amounts of digestive enzymes, such as pepsin and the pancreatic enzymes, leading to incomplete digestion of dietary proteins. The pathogenic microbes in the colon use the undigested proteins and other compounds to produce ammonia and toxins. While ammonia suppresses peristalsis of the colon and leads to constipation, toxins ignite inflammation of the epithelium cells lining the gut, disrupting the tight junctions and increasing intestinal permeability. So it is called the leaky gut syndrome. A compromised gut barrier allows pathogenic microbes, toxins, and foreign proteins to enter the bloodstream and internal tissues, triggering an immune response and chronic inflammation in the gut. That can cause a cascade of events that lead to persistent immune activation, chronic low-grade inflammation, also so-called inflammation, and ultimately the senescence, decline of the immune system, so-called immune senescence. From the perspective of the ketogenic or carnivore diet proponents, the biggest culprits that accelerate agents are grains, legumes, starchy vegetables, which are high in carbohydrates, and sugary fruits also. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. This is sugar, of course. We call it as sugar, but there are many types of sugar, of course. Sugar in the body. Chronically elevated blood sugar levels promote inflammation and the formation of the advanced glycation end products, which stiffen blood and lymph vessels, damage tissues, and accelerate aging. So vegetable oils, so-called seed oils, like corn, soybean, and canola oil, are high in polyunsaturated fatty acids, specifically omega-6. The vegetable oils contribute to chronic inflammation under oxidative stress, both linked to aging. And seed and nuts, as they contain significant amounts of these polyunsaturated fatty acids, omega-6, can contribute to inflammation. So the ketogenic or carnivore diet eliminates refined carbohydrates, forcing the body to burn fat for fuel, a process believed by some to be more metabolically efficient and reduce inflammation. Carnivore diet eliminates seeds, nuts, and processed seed oils, relying instead on animal fats present in meat, fish, dairy products, and eggs. While some medical professionals and dietitians insist on the importance of fiber in vegetables and fruits, following the strict carnivore and ketogenic diet assumes elimination of the most fiber. Fiber can irritate and even damage the gut lining. Proponents of the ketogenic carnivore diet believe that a clean gut with minimal fiber allows for better nutrient absorption and overall health. If you choose to follow a strict carnivore diet, prioritize high-quality grass-fed beef and free-range eggs whenever it is possible. This is a so-called egg modified lion diet, so I was talking about this in my previous videos. Plants also produce phytosterols that are similar in structure to cholesterol. Cytosterol and campesterol are the two most abundant phytosterols in human diet. When absorbed from diet, phytosterols can deposit in the artery walls and contribute to the development of atherosclerotic lesions according to the following mechanism. So, phytosterol accumulation in arterial macrophages lead to foam cells formation. So the macrophages, they get converted into foam cells, and these foam cells produce inflammatory molecules, signal inflammatory molecules, and then it is inflammation in the artery wall. Phytosterols interfere with cholesterol transport and metabolism in artery cells. The accumulation and crystallization of phytosterols disrupt normal arterial function. So while plant sterols are recommended by many dietitians to reduce cholesterol levels, they contribute to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease events such like heart attacks and strokes, and eventually to premature death. So, what is recommended by dietitians and official medical professionals, it is not recommended for my project. But mind that I'm not medical professional. Plant-derived polyunsaturated fatty acids and phytosterols can also have a detrimental impact on the structure and properties of cell membranes, and in particular potentially disrupt the structure and organization of so-called lipid rafts in cell membranes. Lipid rafts are microscopic from a few nanometer size to hundreds of nanometer in size, specialized domain within cell membranes. They are like tightly packed clusters of fatty molecules, also lipids, and specific proteins floating within the overall phospholipid bilayer that makes up the cell membrane. Lipids are primary cholesterol, sphingolipids. This is a special type of fat molecules, and phospholipids, the main building block of cell membranes. Lipid rafts serve as a platform for various cellular processes, particular cell signaling, transported molecules across the cell membrane and within the cell, and endocytosis. The dysfunction of the lipid rafts has been implicated in various diseases like Alzheimer's disease and cancer. Plant sterols compete with cholesterol for incorporation into membrane lipid rafts. When plant sterols displace cholesterol from lipid rafts, it can alter the lipid composition and packing of these micro domains. Plant sterols are less efficient than cholesterol in promoting the tight packing and lipid ordered phase of lipid rafts. Their incorporation into lipid rafts can lead to increased disorder and fluidity in the raft domains. The changes in the raft lipid composition and can disrupt the coagulation and function of the raft associated proteins. In particular, disruption of lipid raft integrity by plant sterols can impair proper signal transduction cascades. So the accumulation of plant sterols in cell membranes, particularly in cells like macrophages in the artery walls, can disrupt the lipid raft structure and function of the cells. You see, it is so important to remove these plant sterols. It takes a lot of efforts, I would say. Polyunsaturated fatty acids, when oxidized, can interfere with the ordered structure of lipid rafts. So it is not only the plant sterols, but also polyunsaturated fatty acids which are oxidized. So these oxidized polyunsaturated fatty acids tend to increase membrane fluidity because they are bigger size and the density is dropping, and disorder also of the membrane due to the kink structure and reduced ability to pack tightly with cholesterol and this sphingolipids. pardon for pronunciation. Oxidized polyunsaturated fatty acids can displace cholesterol from lipid rafts, leading to a loss of liquid odorant phase and disruption of raft integrity. Oxidized polyunsaturated fatty acids in lipid rafts can change the lipid environment, disrupting the interaction between raft lipids and raft-associated proteins. Oxidized polyunsaturated fatty acids can undergo further oxidative modification, forming reactive lipid species that covalently modify and damage proteins and lipids within the lipid raft. So it is again more toxic products can be produced if you consume these polyunsaturated fatty acids in seed oils. Oxidized polyunsaturated fatty acids induce raft disruption and impair proper signal transduction cascades. Some pathogens such as viruses and bacteria exploit damaged lipid rafts as entry point into the host cells. You see that all the defense of our body is dropping if you consume polyunsaturated fatty acids. Hyaluronic acid is a glycosaminoglycan. Okay, sorry, again, glycosaminoglycan, so it is polysaccharide, a natural substance found throughout the body with particular high concentration in the skin. High molecular weight hyaluronic acid plays a critical role in skin hydration, plumpness, and elasticity, especially in infants. It attracts and binds water molecules, keeping the skin hydrated and supple. Studies suggest that as we age, the body production of high molecular weight hyaluronic acid declines. This contributes to visible signs of aging in the skin, such as wrinkles, dryness, and loss of elasticity. The exact reasons for the decrease of this high molecular weight hyaluronic acid production with age not fully understood, but oxidative stress and the accumulation of senescent cells can be responsible for the degradation of high molecular weight hyaluronic acid and the reduction of its production. So, in the aging process, it is primarily the production of this high molecular weight hyaluronic acid with molecular weight more than 1000 kilodarcy that gets reduced in various tissues, including skin, joints, and extracellular matrices. Low molecular weight that's hyaluronic acid with molecular weight less than 500 kilodarcy is still produced in aging tissues, so at low level compared to younger individuals. This low molecular weight hyaluronic acid also produced due to continuous breakdown of the high molecular weight hyaluronic acid by free radicals and enzymes like hyaluronidases. Okay, so you can read it yourself. This low molecular weight hyaluronic acid can have pro-inflammatory and catabolic effects, potentially contributing to the low-grade chronic inflammation associated with aging. Therefore, the decline in high molecular weight hyaluronic acid synthesis is a hallmark of aging and contributes to the structural and functional changes observed in various tissues and especially in aging skin. So you can find many videos about supplements and about the topical treatment of skin with hyaluronic acid, and this is again quite questionable, the impact of these supplements, because high molecular weight hyaluronic acid cannot be absorbed by epithelium layer in the guts and in the skin. There are some potential approaches that may help to promote production of and preserve existing high molecular weight hyaluronic acid levels, yet the efficacy in the elderly population is uncertain. So glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate supplements, so you can find such supplements, and topical creams and serums containing hyaluronic acid and its precursors may support synthesis, but again be careful because it's again it may contribute to inflammation. Antioxidants like vitamin C with lysine and vitamin E may help protect high molecular weight hyaluronic acid from degradation by free radicals. Regular endurance exercise can stimulate production of high molecular weight hyaluronic acid in various tissues, including the skin, joints, and muscles. So this is again important. So this is, you see, the lifestyle is important to keep your skin elastic. Growth hormone replacement therapy as well as carnivore diet have been associated with increased levels of high molecular weight hyaluronic acid in the skin and joints. Again, I would say yes, you can use growth hormone replacement therapy, but maybe it is better to produce growth hormone naturally. And there are methods to do it. I discussed in some of my videos. I believe it works maybe even better than the growth hormone replacement therapy itself, because again, I tried it, and I didn't see any improvement in my skin and it is expensive. So, but okay, for younger people it can work, sure. Additionally, sulfur-containing amino acids like taurine and cysteine in the form of NAC. Cysteine you can buy the supplement NAC, along with garlic water extracts, further support. So again, yeah, it helps. It helps, especially if you combine it with glycine. While moderate amounts of fructose from natural honey are unlikely to cause significant harm, excessive consumption of fructose from sugary drinks and sweet fruits can contribute to fatty liver development and increase oxidative stress. Unlike glucose, which most cells can directly use for energy, fructose is primarily metabolized by the liver, which produces more reactive oxygen species than glucose. Fructose intake stimulates the liver to convert fructose into fat. It is natural, again, it's evolutionary adaptation, because when sweet fruits are available, it is the time before winter, and so your body tries to accumulate fat if fructose is available. This can lead for accumulation of fat in the liver cells, also not only in the body, but in liver cells, contributed to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The combination of increased fat storage in the liver and high oxidative stress can lead to chronic inflammation and potentially liver damage in the long term. High fructose intake can also impair insulin sensitivity and further contribute to fatty liver development, so stay away from sweet fruits. We are not evolutionarily adapted to consume a lot of fructose. But both acute and chronic hypoxia can activate fibroblasts to produce increased amounts of collagen, leading to fibrosis in the affected tissues. This collagen deposition is an important stage of the initial wound healing response aimed at preventing further damage. But chronic inflammation can lead to persistent fibroblast activation and collagen overproduction. This excessive collagen deposition leads to the development of fibrosis, increased hypoxia, and oxidative stress. In such an environment, some healthy fibroblasts transfer into the state of senescence, and senescent cells produce pro-inflammatory cytokines and chemokines, which is senescent-associated secretive phenotype, and induce inflammatory responses. These inflammatory responses create a feedback loop promoting oxidative stress and damage of DNA. It is ultimately contributing to the transition of other healthy cells to senescence, increased inflammation, and recruitment of immune and stem cells to the inflamed tissue. But even if it is healthy in wound healing, if it is chronic inflammation, it is contribute to accelerated aging. The immune cells are supposed to digest excess collagen and senescent cells. So immune cells migrate and they digest this excessive deposition of collagen fibers, and they also kill and digest senescent cells. Then these stem cells may use the produced nutrients are produced by immune cells to multiply and repair the damaged tissues. However, if the immune system is overloaded with amounts of the pathogens and toxins that inflow due to the leaky gut syndrome, senescent cells persist and over time even increase in number. Similar to cancer cells, mitochondria in senescent cells are damaged due to high oxidative stress, so they primarily produce energy through anaerobic glycolysis. It is interesting that NAC rats timely eradicate senescent cells when they are not yet hyperactive in the production of inflammatory signals. Okay, so it's again how nature manage with this chronic inflammation. So these snake mole rats live in conditions of intermittent hypoxia, when high oxidative stress in senescent cells may ignite apoptosis of these cells. So you see that the conditions of this intermittent hypoxia can heal your body. And what we can do, intermittent hypoxia, which involves short periods of reduced oxygen levels followed by periods of normal oxygen levels, have been proposed to have regenerative effects on tissues and cells, potentially including the removal of senescent cells. In particular, intermittent hypoxia during high-intensity interval training, sprinting, again this also intermittent sprinting, very healthy, and explosive anaerobic training, also you can use it in the gym, have been suggested to have potential benefits for eliminating senescent cells in elderly people. Anaerobic exercise, particularly high-intensity interval training and sprinting, have been shown to have numerous health benefits, including improving cardiovascular fitness, muscle strength, and overall health. Some studies suggest that exercise may also have anti-aging effects, potentially by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, which are factors associated with cellular senescence. However, the specific effects of intermittent hypoxia during exercise and on senescent cells in elder people are not yet well understood, because again some obese people are getting into this intermittent hypoxia during sleep, and it is actually leads to a completely different, completely opposite results of accelerated aging. So intermittent hypoxia should be well controlled, and for example diving is very good example of intermittent hypoxia. And as a diver, I remember that going to Red Sea and diving, free diving for 2 minutes, about 2 minutes, and to depths like 15-20 meters, was giving me a lot of rejuvenation, a lot of energy. So it is, again, diving is good. And also Japanese ama women, they dive until age of 80, even 90. So it is definitely helps them to keep physically fit. Intermittent fasting has been shown to induce autophagy, a cellular process that can help eliminate senescent cells. Certain supplements and natural compounds such as fisetin, quercetin, curcumin, and papironoglycine have been studied for their potential to eliminate senescent cells. Senolytics are a class of drugs or compounds that selectively target and eliminate senescent cells. While still in the research phase, some promising senolytic compounds are being studied, such as novitoclax and dasatinib. Combination of dasatinib with quercetin and fisetin demonstrated even higher senolytic properties. Also, some microlide antibiotics have been demonstrated the potential to eliminate senescent cells, but yet more research is necessary. It is important to know that these drugs are not currently approved for use as senolytic in humans, but again, certainly it helps, but you have to be very careful with it if you go to self-experimentation. Dr. Otto Warburg strongly believes that chronic hypoxia and damage to the mitochondria due to oxidative stress could be the root causes of cancer. Mitochondrial DNA is susceptible to damage from reactive oxygen species produced during metabolism in mitochondria, in damaged mitochondria. Dr. Warburg hypothesized that this dysfunctional mitochondria may be the cause of the higher rate of glycolysis seen in tumor cells, as well as a predominant cause of cancer development. Also, around the 1920s, he and his group postulated that deprivation of glucose in tumor cells leads to shortage of produced energy, resulting, at least in some types of cancer, to the cancer cell death or apoptosis. Today, various mutations in oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes are thought to be responsible for malignant transformation of healthy cells to cancer cells. However, these mutations and DNA damage can be consequences of high blood sugar, blood vessel stiffness, chronic hypoxia, and chronic inflammation. So it's again my opinion that I more to opinion Otto Warburg, Dr. Otto Warburg, and again I believe that cancer is a metabolic disease. Chronic and acute hypoxia can damage mitochondria in senescent cells due to the high oxidative stress. The decline in mitochondrial function in senescent cells can have a significant impact on energy production. Senescent cells might struggle to generate enough energy to function properly. Therefore, senescent cells may start to rely more on glycolysis in the cytoplasm, similar to cancer cells. Some bacteriostatic drugs like roxythromycin, azithromycin, mitoxicillin, and doxycycline block production of new mitochondria. This is called mitogenesis process, and block also protein synthesis in senescent cells. It leads to a reduction in the activity of senescent cells in production of pro-inflammatory signal molecules, and eventually may reduce chronic inflammation levels in human bodies. However, bacteriostatic drugs may cause cardiac dysfunction because, again, our heart have a lot of mitochondria, and it's again this mitogenesis have to go in your heart, and if you take this bacteriostatic drugs, it can cause damage to your heart and to your liver also and kidney. So more research is necessary. Mega doses of vitamin C might increase oxidative stress in cells. A combination of vitamin C with these bacteriostatic drugs has the potential to enhance senolytic and senostatic activities and reduce the levels of chronic inflammation in the human body and the proliferation of cancer cells. Vitamin C and ascorbates, which are salts and esters of ascorbic acid, promote collagen and elastin synthesis and improve the elasticity of blood vessels, skin and tissues. Fisetin improves vascular endothelium function and skin elasticity, boosts production of nitrogen oxide and bioavailability of nitric oxide, directly reduces inflammation because of better blood supply, and decreases the risk of healthy cell transformation into malignant cancer and senescent cells. And combination of fisetin and melatonin is even more efficient, I should say. Yeah, also combination of fisetin and berberine demonstrated potential to reduce the level of chronic inflammation. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this long presentation. As a summary of this presentation, I may claim that most important factors for the radical life extension in elderly people is following a ketogenic diet with easily digestible proteins from dairy products and eggs, as well as supplementation with substantial amino acids, maybe some other amino acids like glycine and taurine, and the proper diet comprising supplementation of beneficial bacteria, so it is probiotics, and food for these bacteria. Prebiotics is important to shorten the gut transition times and avoid leaky gut syndrome. Recommended prebiotics are water-soluble carbohydrates, as I was already mentioned, such as fructooligosaccharides, galacto-oligosaccharides, gamma-casein, and inulins, and resistant starches from potatoes and cassava, as well as from mushrooms, can also be used as prebiotics. But again, it's necessary to research and find out what is working best for you. And cacao powder, for example, also can be used as a source of this resistant starches. Intermittent fasting is important for recovery of the epithelium layer in the gut. So eating once a day is probably the best way to keep your gut healthy. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Again, I want to remind you that I am not medical professional, and I'm not supposed to give you any medical recommendation. What I do, it is my project of the galactic future of humankind. And the radical lifespan extension is quite new area, because you will find a lot of information in internet about the following a carnivore diet, for example, or some other variations of the carnivore diet. But again, this is for younger people. For older people, it is not enough. It is not enough. You see the complexity of this process of aging, and we have to deal with many factors. But again, I believe that we can do it, and I see, at least in my body, some rejuvenation, but it goes slowly, unfortunately. Comparing my photos 2 years ago and now, I see that the improvement is the skin. Also, I see improvement in my blood pressure, and I was explaining that the so-called blood pressure can be used as indication of the biological age. So it is, again, quite indication for me that it is possible, but yet I have to prove that I can live 200 years. So please wait 200 years before I will prove it. Or you can go to self experimentation, but I cannot have any responsibility for what you're doing. A lot of information is now available. I go to details and other videos, and I believe that again it is possible. And but again, please mind that our society has to be restructured completely. So our society is based on that relatively short lifespan of people, of humans. If people will live longer than, let's say, 80 years, that it will be a huge change in the societal structure, and everything should change, everything. So all society should change. And this may be not very popular opinion what to do. So people talk about health span, but it's, again, if you improve your health, you increase your lifespan. They are related. The aging is a result of your health destruction. So it is strange to me that people separate health from aging. Aging is a process of the destruction of your body, degeneration of your body, and this is you see this degeneration as the age-related diseases. But if you do it like I propose, I believe that not only slowing down of the aging is possible, but also even the reversing of the aging is possible. So, okay, if you want to support my project, you can contact me with my Telegram channel. Also, the easiest way to press button like and bell button, at least something. More people will learn about my channel, and because now I have not many subscribers, it is something about 1,000 with a few hundred, but I believe it should be millions again. But it's difficult question. How many people are first? How many people want to live a few hundred years? Not many, I would say, not many, because life is tough and it is going to be more difficult in time. So first and second, not many people want to invest any time and money and energy into this process, because it cannot go itself. You have to invest something in it. And then also not many people support my project. So I go on myself because I just decided to live a few hundred years, and why not? I fully understand that it is related to suffering, because again, structure of our society is so much different that all the people cannot get job, and they are actually the younger generations don't like people which are already above 60 years old. So to find job, a well-paid job, even if you're better than younger people, if you know better, your brain works better, and you're physically fit, even then to find a better job is not easy. And the way to survive, maybe to organize your own business. And so now I work on this project, and again, it can be developed as a business, because I not only give this general overview of my project, but I go into details maybe, and maybe you will participate in the project, both supporting and both maybe going to test some supplements. Okay, have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao, bye bye.